So I know now that in the US market especially, there's a lot of discussion about prepaid versus postpaid mobile phones. Does that affect roaming as well? Does that affect the roaming market?
Well, I'll tell you what's the issue. If you look at Europe, for example, there are many countries, they have more than 95% of their subscribers that are prepaid subscribers. The main obstacle in roaming, and there is an obstacle, is that prepaid subscribers cannot roam as freely as postpaid subscriber, because if you're a postpaid subscriber, you just have to have a standard roaming agreement between your network and the network you visit, and then you can just roam to voice, SMS, and data. In prepaid, it's not possible because you need all the time to be checked versus your credit back at home, and the only technology that enables it to do freely is a technology called Camel, which require deployment between the home network and the VisitNet network, which is very time-consuming, lots of resources, and very expensive. And the case is that it's not only always available for the home operator because he cannot cover 400 networks immediately, and then he has a problem with coverage. Now, it's a good question that you raised because, for example, one of the solutions which we offer is called Prepaid Anywhere. And the idea is that we are not relying at all on Camel technology, and we're giving basically the home operator the possibility to give his subscribers the capability to roam just like postpaid subscribers. And what we do is we deploy an applet on the SIM card. We do it over the air, so the customer doesn't even know that there is something installed on his SIM card. And when the customer is now roaming, we make sure that it will be open just like any other postpaid subscriber to roam, but we still maintain all the traffic going through the prepaid system at home. So if he's going to be out of credit, we give him the relevant notification, and when his credit is off, we just cut the call just like he's at his own network. So from the home operator perspective, it's a pure business case because he can immediately offer global coverage for his prepaid subscriber just like any other subscriber that is postpaid.
I assume it's also pretty difficult to, if someone's traveling abroad, to steer them to the preferred networks for roaming.
Right.
How do you deal with that?
Well, basically, the roaming market started a decade ago when we introduced the value-added services for roaming, but it really changed dramatically around 2005 when steering of roaming solutions started to be deployed out there. The concept is that until steering was deployed, operators could not really force their end users to roam on specific preferred networks. It was mainly a fact of who has a stronger cell or base stations that will capture the customer. Since 2005, the world changed really. It's a major milestone in roaming because what happened is that I, as an operator, I'm capable to see where my customer will be roaming. Now, from the end user, most of them are not aware of it because it's completely transparent. But the idea is that if I'm going to a group of operators, T-Mobile, Vodafone, American Mobile, whoever is the group, they would like to make sure that their customers roam within their network inside a group in order to generate additional traffic and revenues. So what we do, we use different technologies, and this is really extensively all the time improving. It started with solutions based on signaling, S7, then later on we added OTA, which is over-the-air application installed on the SIM card, and now we offer combined solutions. And the latest idea, which is now being deployed in the market, and it's really the latest innovation in steering, is that we know, for example, if you're now roaming and you're using your BlackBerry, then you are consuming a lot of data because of email exchange. Now, there's another subscriber that is roaming with a 2G phone, and he doesn't use data at all. He's just consuming voice and SMS. We are looking at what exactly kind of traffic you are generating, how much money you're generating for the operator, and we make sure on an end user perspective to steer you to the relevant preferred network that is relevant for the home operator to make sure that you'll be there. For example, let's take an example, Orange Israel. Orange Israel can say, I'm in the UK now. They would like to make sure that all the customers that are consuming data roaming will stick to Orange UK because they have a very good discount if they'll generate more megabytes there. However, if you go to Vodafone UK, they would like to make sure that all the customers that are generating voice traffic will be there, because they have a different discount agreement only for voice. So what we do is we monitor exactly your usage, and we make sure that we steer each relevant subscriber to the relevant preferred network. And again, the target there is for the wholesale department to do maximization in terms of optimization of basically of the traffic and revenues.
And is mobile marketing and promotion important in the roaming area?
Well, it started to be. We have now a huge deployment at a tier 1 operator in Western Europe that is going live this summer in July. Up to now, it was mainly very basic SMSs that most of the customers get something that was very similar, like the one that you receive when you land. Welcome to Israel, dial 111 222. Most of the subscribers just delete the message even before reading that. And the main problem there is that the operators, instead of understanding the importance of what's your profile, what you prefer to get, and then tailor it just like they do at home, they just ignore it and it's being treated as spam. What we are now looking at deploying, and we started to do that with that Western European operator, is a product called Sparks. And Sparks is basically a very intelligent mobile marketing campaign and management tool for roaming. The idea is that I know what's your history, where you have been roaming, what kind of SMS voice data you were using. I know what's your preference, and preference can be either from the CRM of the operator itself, from the local usage that you're consuming, but also from third parties. For example, if an end user is a frequent flyer member of, Lufthansa, and is also a member in Hertz and in Hilton, he would like to make sure that he gets loyalty programs there when he's consuming certain traffic while roaming. So we are now building different kinds of bundles inside the Sparks. So when you're roaming, for example, on a preferred network, let's say you're inside Vodafone, they would like to make sure that any minute that you'll be consuming in Vodafone will get you any mileage, for example, on Lufthansa, or credit in Visa, or any other advantage discount, for example, in Hertz, Hilton, whatever. So they're really looking to give something that is of value for you because of your preferences and your profile and your history and usage, rather than giving something standard to anybody that doesn't give any benefit for the end user themselves. And of course, they're doing lots and lots of campaigns that are based on your location. So for example, if I'm in a specific area now and there's a special event, then I would like to get something that is tailored to my location rather than just any standard message that everybody gets when it lands in Heathrow. So there's lots of customization there, and we see it as a major trend in terms of roaming.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
No problem.
And I hope to see more developments in the future.
There will be. Thank you.